In Costa Rica, I met the president of the Copa, which is the association for the Costarricenses, and it was interesting because they have an open registry still, and what they do is they take horses and they can breed to a Andalusian, for instance, and if it comes out with the correct gait, then it's still called a Costarricense, and they will microchip them, and they do that at age 3. So one of the things we've done is we've started an association for the Costarricenses in the United States. We have established that here in Texas, and we hope to breed some of the Peruvians to the Costarricenses and see if we can get the Costarricense gait or see if we get the Peruvian gait. One of the interesting things was in looking at some very high-end Costarricenses, I noticed that some of them had the lateral gait when they were in deep sand, so they were functioning and moving like the Peruvians rather than the Costarricenses. On hard ground, they moved with the diagonal gait, and they were definitely Costarricenses. So it is our plan to have judges come up and have the president of the Copa come to the United States and judge the horses that we create here, and to give them points to see whether they qualify as a foundation member of the Costarricense breed in the United States. And we'll do like they do in Costa Rica, because one of the things in Costa Rica that happens a lot, somebody will have a stallion, and across the river there's a guy with a bunch of grade mares, and the stallion will jump the fence and swim the river and go breed all the mares, and he'll come out with these half Costarricense horses, and so some of them have enough Costarricense blood in them, they actually function and walk like the Costarricenses, look a great deal like them, and so they use them as part of the breeding standards by which they increase the stamina of the breed, which I think is probably a good thing. Because a lot of the breeds have been so inbred that they've got weaknesses in them. One of the things, I studied a book which showed that the kings of Spain used to bring in other horses from other breeds when they noticed that their stock was getting weak in certain areas. So in order to bring in strength, they would bring in other stock to breed to them. And that actually shows in the history books as how the Andalusian got created, was bringing in these other stocks. And therefore, it's like the strength was what they were breeding for in those days. Today we are so fixated on the purebred that we have lost some of the strengths of the animal, and that's one of our greatest difficulties.